Hello everyone, welcome back to Physics HQ. This is Professor Sandeep, your tutor for the class 12 lecture series. Continuing with the class 12 lecture series for solving MCQs and sums, today we'll be covering MCQs of chapter 8 electrostatics. So let us check out the first MCQ. A parallel plate capacitor is charged and then isolated. The effect of increasing the plate separation on charge, potential, capacitance respectively is, these are the options. Let us talk about the capacitor first of all. So if you charge a capacitor, there are these positive charges on one plate and there is this opposite charge on the other plate. Now if you keep this capacitor isolated, these charges cannot flow out or go anywhere. So the amount of charge, even though if you increase the plate separation D, it will remain the same. So the charge is constant. Next, potential. So potential V is given by E into D, where E is electric field and D is plate separation distance. So if we increase the plate separation, what will happen is potential will also increase. So potential is going to increase. Lastly, capacitance is given by epsilon naught A by D. So capacitance is inversely proportional to D, we can say, and if D is increasing, then capacitance will decrease as they are inversely proportional. So the correct option is option D. Charge is constant, potential will increase and the capacitance will decrease. Hope you all understood this. Let us go ahead to the next MCQ. A slab of dielectric material constant K has the same area A as the plates of the parallel plate capacitor and has thickness 3D by 4, where D is the separation of the plates. The change in the capacitor when the slab is inserted between the plates is how much? The capacitance का formula normally will be given by A epsilon naught by D, where these are the two plates of the capacitor. D is the distance or the separation between these two plates. Epsilon naught is the permittivity of the medium between these two plates, which gives us the capacitance. Now what they are saying is 3/4 of this distance is actually filled with an substance which is having dielectric constant K. So 3D by 4 is the distance for this and the remaining D by 4 is still air. So in that case, the new formula for capacitance is given by A epsilon naught by D by 4 for air and remaining 3D by 4 for the new material of dielectric constant K. So that dielectric constant K is multiplied over here in the denominator. Remember this. Now let us try to solve this. This can be written as A epsilon naught by D and inside what we have is 1 by 4 plus 3 by 4K. Let us simplify this. A epsilon naught by D, and when you multiply this we will have K plus 3 divided by 4K after taking the LCM. So this can be written as A epsilon naught by D. This 4K from denominator will go into numerator and we will have K plus 3 left in the denominator. So the correct option is option D over here. I hope you all understood this. Let us go ahead to the next MCQ. The energy stored in a capacitor and dissipated during charging a capacitor bear a ratio of 1:1, 1:2, 2:1 or 1:3. Now while charging the capacitor, the potential is given by work done in moving the charge Q. So work done or energy we can say is equal to Q into V, right? This is the energy supplied, but the energy that is stored in the capacitor is only half of QV. So what we have is only half of the energy is stored and the remaining half of the energy is dissipated. So since equal amount of energy is dissipated and stored, so what we can say is their ratio is 1:1. Hope you all understood this. Let us go ahead with the next MCQ. A parallel plate capacitor has circular plates of radius 8 cm, plate separation of 1 mm. What will be the charge on the plates if a potential difference of 100 volt is applied? These are the options. We have radius which is 8 cm. We can write it as 8 into 10 raised to minus 2 meter. We got potential which is 100 volt. We have plate separation D which is 1 mm. This can be written as 10 raised to minus 3 meter. Now charge ka formula is given by C into V. C is capacitance which is given by epsilon naught A by D into V. Epsilon naught ka value is 8.85 into 10 raised to minus 12. Area, now this plate is circular, so the area will be pi r square. Pi can be written as 3.142. Radius is 8 into 10 raised to minus 2 the whole square into voltage is 100 divided by the separation is 10 raised to minus 3. When we simplify this, what we'll have is 8.85, 3.142 into 8 ka square is 64 into 10 raised to minus 12, 10 raised to minus 4 into this 100 will become 10 raised to 2, and this 10 raised to minus 3 from denominator will come into numerator and become 10 raised to 3. So we are left with 8.85, 3.142 into 64 into this is 16 minus 5, which will give us minus 11. When we simplify this further, I recommend you all to use logbook for doing this. We will get the answer as 1.78 into 10 raised to minus 8 coulomb. So the correct option is option A. Please click on the top right eye icon to check out the video of how to use logbook for solving the sums. Let us go ahead with the next MCQ. Charge plus Q and minus Q are placed at points A and B respectively, which are distance 2L apart. So this will be L, this will be L, and since this is the semicircle, this distance will be also L. BD will also be L. C is the midpoint of A and B as they have mentioned. The work done is moving a charge plus Q along the semicircle CRD. So this path as shown in the figure below is how much? So these are the options that we have. Now work done is always equal to the charge which is moved multiplied by the potential difference between the final point and the initial point. Final point is D, so potential at D minus potential at initial point, which is C. So potential ka formula first of all we'll see. Potential at any point due to a charge Q is given by V is equal to Q upon 4 pi epsilon naught R, where R is the distance of that point from the charge. So let us find out potential at C first of all. So potential at C will be because of these two charges plus Q and minus Q. So because of plus Q, the potential will be plus Q upon 4 pi epsilon naught. The distance between C and A is L. Likewise, the potential because of charge minus Q will be 4 pi epsilon naught. Again, distance from B to C is L. Now this two will cancel out and the potential at C will become 0. Therefore, this will become Q into VD. Now this is equal to Q into potential at D. Now again, potential at D will be because of two charges plus Q and minus Q. First of all, because of plus Q, we will have plus Q upon 4 pi epsilon naught, the distance from A to D, which is nothing but 3L. So this will be 3L. And the potential due to the minus Q charge will be 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught. Now the distance from minus Q to D is only L. So this will be L. Let us take the LCM over here. What we'll have is Q plus Q and minus 3Q, so that the denominators are same. We will have in the denominator 4 pi epsilon naught 3L. This will give us Q into minus 2Q divided by 12 pi epsilon naught L, and this 2 and this will cancel out, and finally the work done is given by minus small q capital Q divided by 6 pi epsilon naught L. So the correct option is option A. Hope you all understood this. Thank you for your time. If you are finding this lecture series useful, then show us your appreciation by clicking on the like button, and don't forget to share it with your friends and classmates. As you know, based on your feedbacks and suggestions, we'll be covering key concepts under our 5 minutes lecture series of class 12. So please feel free to let us know the topic you want us to cover. See you all in the next class. This is Professor Sandeep from Physics HQ signing off.